My dyes finally came in the mail. So if you haven't seen me ruin my hair in my previous video, I was trying to fade out Sophie Hannah hair color, and here's what we're left with. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just finish bleaching this side of my head so it's all the same blue. After that bleach is rinsed out, then I'll go back with the vitamin C treatment over my entire head and get the remainder on my roots and on this side. And hopefully I can get it a light enough color to put the dye over it. So I've got all the bleach mixed up, and I went ahead and sectioned off the part of my hair that hasn't been bleached on this half of my head. So we're just gonna get right into it. I got this foil here that I'm gonna lay on my neck, that way the bleach isn't laying on my skin and avoiding my roots. I'm literally shaking, it's working so fast, but I'm not. I'm trying. I know my hair will never be the same again. It's okay. I have plans. I'm just gonna rinse my entire head because the vitamin C treatment is easier to do on wet hair. I'm not crazy, so I've got all that bleach rinsed out, but before I put the vitamin C treatment on, I'm gonna put the IntraBond mask on my damaged ends. It says to leave them for 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm gonna be doing the vitamin C treatment on my hair, which I leave in for probably about 45 minutes, so it ain't gonna hurt any if I leave this in longer. So I guess the question now is, how many vitamin C treatments will it take to get Sophie Hannah hair color out of my hair? Guess we'll find out together. In my last video, I actually learned an easier way to do the vitamin C treatment, is to put it in a squeeze bottle. So while I'm doing this, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Emily Boo. She has helped me through some really dark times. If you're just having a bad day, she will just cheer you right up. This is vitamin C treatment number 1. I'm gonna let this process for 45 minutes and I'll be back when I have an answer as to how many vitamin C treatments it's gonna take to remove this color. Depending on the state of your hair will determine how many vitamin C treatments it takes to get the color out. If you have healthier hair, like on my roots, it only took about 3 to 4 vitamin C treatments, versus down here on my damaged ends, it took about 9 vitamin C treatments. And my hair is very, very damaged, so it's more porous, so that's why that color is staying in there more. If I were to do a 10th one, I think that would have completely removed all of the color, because you can still see that tint in there. But I have to say, I absolutely love the way this faded out naturally, because around vitamin C treatment number 6, you can really see how it fades to more of a reddish undertone, kind of like a rose color. But I didn't just go back-to-back vitamin C treatment. I did moisturize my hair in between. That is a key thing to not breaking off your hair. So I went ahead and made sure my part is straight down the middle, and now we're gonna go ahead and start coloring it. On this side, I'm gonna be putting ice blue, and on this side, I'm gonna be putting kiwi green. The reasoning behind this is because this is more yellow and green will just make a brighter green, versus the pastel blue color on this purple, I think will actually make it a little bit darker of a blue, I'm hoping. I've just done all of my roots on this side. So I'm taking my fingers and I'm gonna massage that through. I learned my lesson last time. It took way too long to use a brush on my end. I'm going to scrape the rest onto my hand and we're gonna get lazy with it. I actually do think this blue will cover up my roots. Maybe not cover up, but the blue plus the pink will make a purple. No, I dropped some. Oh, I dropped more. Stuff is too expensive to be dropping on the floor. Shh. You didn't see me wipe it up off of the floor and put it on my hair. Who needs a towel when you have a tie-dye shirt to wipe your hands on? I'm gonna put this up out of the way and we'll move on to the green. I don't know why, but I tend to always start by doing like the circumference of my head first, like the roots and the outside of my head. Roots are done. Got it in my hand, so we're going to take a smaller section, like split that in half and put that on there. Oopsie. On the floor it goes. I think she nailed the name for this one. And also this ice blue. Honestly, like, I don't know why the directions say to apply with a brush, because this is so easy to saturate. If you were to just squeeze it on your head I feel like that would be good enough. Dee-dum-dum-dum-dee-dum-dum. This is looking cool, cool, cool. So as I learned in my first review of Sophie Hannah hair color with the purple haze, I'm gonna leave this in for 60 minutes instead of 20 minutes like the directions say, just so I can get the full vibrancy. I was gonna be done, but I've decided I wanna dye my eyebrows too. I'm just gonna squeeze a tiny amount onto a brush. Like the tiniest amount, like a toothbrush. And I think I'm actually going to invert the colors. So I'm gonna put the green on this side and the blue on this side. I don't think that's gonna make a huge difference, but we'll see. I'm gonna let this process for 60 minutes, rinse it out with cold water, no shampoo, and there's no need to condition because it is a hair healing mask. I'm gonna let it dry, put on some makeup, and I'll be back. Good morning. So after washing out my hair last night, I braided it and I went to bed. No peeking was involved. So I have not seen this yet, but I figured I'd take this out with you guys and we could see this transformation together. My hair is probably gonna look very, very rough at first because I am a very active sleeper. I move around a lot in my sleep, and my husband actually said that I was having a conversation and told somebody to off in my sleep last night. So yeah, my hair might be a mess. We'll see. Some of the that he tells me, it's hilarious. I'm gonna take this off and ooh, okay. Alright, it looks very metallic. I'm gonna let you guys see first. While I'm doing this, if you enjoyed today's video, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button down below. From this to this to this. Before I turn around and look at it, I'm gonna put some Ex Mondo Viper smoothing oil in it just to get down any frizziness. I actually really like this. These are very, very unique colors. Ice blue kind of reminds me of like a galaxy because I had all of those different colors still in my hair. And the kiwi green, it definitely matches its name. But up here where I still had the yellow pieces, the yellow and the green just kind of reminds me of Tinkerbell. One of the things I forgot to mention earlier is on half of my head with shoulder length hair, I used about a third of the bottle for each. As expected, my eyebrows didn't do much because I didn't bleach them. You guys know I'm not good with bleach, as you saw in my previous video, so I didn't trust myself to put bleach near my eyes. Follow me on Instagram if you want to stay up to date with me a little bit more, see some sneak peeks, and just get a little bit closer personally with me. Until next week, guys, remember to keep your heads up and have a great day.
I'm in the mirror.